JJ Sports, what happened? Please welcome your host. You know who the host is. You know who this is. His name is Mr. Jerry Barth.
What's up, James?
What's up?
What's going on, man?
How about you, man?
We have a lot going on in the NFL. Well, not a lot. We have some news happening. It is the release of the NFL schedule.
Yep.
NFL schedule came out today. We're not going to go over the whole schedule. We'll go over some games, but every team's schedule did release today.
Mm-hmm.
First, we'll go over some news, then we'll talk about the schedule. Before we started the podcast, James let me know, even though I already knew, but he wants to let you guys know whose side to wear, James.
Well,
What wide receiver just signed with the Bills?
so guys, here, what his name is,
MVS.
yeah, 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 BS to sign 1 year deal as a Bills.
Yes, that is Marquez Valdez-Scantling, aka MVS, signed a 1-year deal with the Buffalo Bills. Bills needed a deep threat. They lost Gabe Davis to the Jags, so
Yep.
they needed to make a move, and that's
Oh,
MVS.
no, I got some news. Um, Tampa Bay Buccaneers has extended Adina Wofford Jr. 40,
Oh, okay. I know who it is. Go ahead.
40, 45 million to Button, making him the highest paid as a DB of NFL history.
Antoine Winfield Jr.
Yeah,
signed with the Bucks, making him, yeah, he's the highest paid corner of all time. I believe he's a corner, right?
yeah, DB,
Yeah.
yeah.
That is, I saw that the other day and I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think
One
he's a
second. I got news for you.
more news.
Caleb Williams is a starter quarterback for Chicago Bears.
Yeah, we knew that was happening, but they decided to announce it very early.
Yeah, that's
Caleb Williams is obviously the starting quarterback for the Chicago Bears.
yep.
What else happened, James?
Talk about the schedule.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can go over the schedule. Let me see.
I have the week 1 schedule.
Here, the week 1 schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me go ahead, read it.
So, so the opener of week 1 is Chiefs in Baltimore Ravens.
Chiefs and Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Let me see. I'm pulling up my schedule now. Yes, Baltimore Ravens at the Kansas City Chiefs, September 5th, Thursday night football.
Mm-hmm. Like, what do you thought about what's your opinion?
Rematch of the AFC Championship
Mm-hmm.
game.
I
Not,
I I just said this last time. Chiefs are doing good because Chiefs are deciding what people already. So, Baltimore fans, I love you so much. Bottom of my heart, the Chiefs will destroy you again because they decide more people.
I don't. I was just saying. I don't think I think the Chiefs are going to start slow. They started out slow last year. Everybody was saying the Chiefs are done. The Chiefs are done. They suck. They suck. But Chiefs proved everybody wrong at the end.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
And plus, the preseason starts in August.
preseason starts in August. Yeah, it's not about how you It's not about how you start. It's about how you finish.
Yeah. Are you for this one? For this schedule?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the rest of the schedule look like?
So Steelers versus Atlanta F.
Atlanta Falcons. Yeah.
Yes. Like, what do you think about that match?
Let me see. I'm trying to find the whole schedule. Where'd you find it? I can't even find it.
NFL. Scrim. They have a scrim.
Week one. Oh, there's a Friday night. You forgot the Friday night game.
Yeah, no, I get that schedule in a minute. I'm just doing the Thursday games.
Yeah, the Thursday game is the. Are you talking about Thursday night? Every
Yeah.
every Thursday game?
Mm-hmm.
That's week two.
No. Week one schedule.
Week one is Chiefs. Oh yeah, that's Chiefs and Ravens. Then you forgot Friday. Friday is the Packers and Eagles.
I did that last for you. Okay.
Why? It's Friday. You gotta go in order. We can't go out of order. We gotta do Thursday,
Okay.
Friday, Sunday.
So Green Bay versus at uh at
At the Eagles.
the Philly town of Eagles, Boo Eagles in
But it's in Brazil.
yeah, Brazil.
First NFL game of all time ever in Brazil.
But what do you think about Eagles versus the Green Bay? What do you think?
Honestly, I think it's a hard matchup to start off. I wasn't a big, and I'm still not a big Jordan Love believer. I'm not a big Jordan Love fan. I think a lot of people thought he was great last season. I think he was good last season. I'm just not calling him an elite quarterback just yet because it's too early. If he comes out and proves it next season, this upcoming season, then yeah, I'll say it. But just one season doesn't do it much for me. But I think he definitely has potential, and I think the Packers are young. I think they're hungry, and I think they have a lot of potential also.
Mm-hmm. We just talked about the Steelers and I went to F
Yes,
and
Steelers and Falcons,
yeah, and with other match too, it is what his name is
Cardinals and
Tennessee.
Bills.
No, Tennessee. Oh yeah. The Arizona Cardinals versus Buffalo Bills.
Bills. I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think, especially because the Bills got rid of so many people. I don't think, I think the Bills can miss the playoffs this year, James.
But what do you think?
Bills have lost a lot of people. They have no more wide receiver one. It's Keon Coleman, but he's a rookie. They lost a lot
Hmm.
of people on defense, including
Yeah,
Davius White, Jordan Poyer. They lost some offensive help besides. They lost Gabe Davis, another receiver. Um, they just still have James Cook. They still have Josh Allen. Anything's possible with Josh Allen. But as we've seen in years past, Josh Allen isn't consistently great. He's great on occasion, but he's not great consistently. What do you think about Josh Allen, James?
Josh Allen is a good quarterback now, but I think he might fall like in incomplete catches incomplete catch, like intercepting and stuff because he can't because that no receivers unavailable.
Yeah, a lot of people think Josh Allen is the turnover machine. I
He's
think,
not.
yeah, I think it's gonna honestly, I think him not having this wide receiver core that he had last year, like Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, I think it's gonna hurt him. And I think he's gonna be using his legs a lot
And
more.
and plus, it no except on Diggs.
Exactly. I think he's going to be using his legs a lot more because his receivers aren't going to get open. And when a quarterback uses their legs more, often causes injury.
Yeah,
But I do think it's going to be a lot closer. I think the Bills are going to be better this season. And I think I'm not sorry, not the Bills. I think the Bills are going to be worse this season. And I think the Cardinals are going to be better this season.
yeah.
Next
So,
up, who's next up?
uh, Tennessee Titans versus the Chicago Bears.
Okay. I think the Bears win this one.
The Bears.
Yes, I'm not fully committed on Will Levis of the Titans. They have a lot of new pieces coming in. Calvin Ridley, Tony Pollard, another
Mm-hmm.
year of Chig Okonkwo. Offensive line
Mm-hmm.
is getting better. They drafted some offensive line help. They got better on defense, getting your boy Ladarius Sneed. I think it's going to take some time for them to get better, but it's also going to take time for Caleb Williams to adjust to the NFL. But
Yeah.
I just think the Bears are just better than the Titans overall.
And I heard all the rookies, heard all the rookies will start the preseason game in the week one going forward.
Yeah, I think I think Caleb Williams is going to start week one. Drake May will start week one. Jaden Daniels will start week one. JJ McCarthy will start week one. And Bo Nix will start week one. He's the only first round quarterback that will start week one. Unless Kirk Cousins is actually hurt for a long time on the Falcons. Other than that, I think Michael Penix is going to ride the
Yeah.
bench.
The next match it is New York New York uh is it is New the Patriots versus Cincinnati Bengals.
The Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. Um, I'm not a big Drake May fan. I think the Patriots are going to struggle. I don't think he has many weapons. I think that
Is Joe Burrow is hurt or is he full healthy now?
who?
Joe Burrow.
Apparently, I saw on Twitter and TikTok that Joe Burrow is probably going to be healthy. I don't know if this year or in a couple of years, just because his wrist is that hurt that just when he throws the ball, it's gonna cause him some pain, and he would need to be sidelined for quite some time to fix it. It's just the way the human's wrist works. It's just
I have
gonna
no
affect him.
I have no update injury about Joe Burrow return yet.
Yeah,
They haven't they haven't confirmed about NFL, the Riders, and what's good out didn't set apart, and there's just no update for Joe Burrow. Sorry,
yeah.
fans.
I
Joe
think Joe.
Burrow is out this year, guys.
I don't think Joe Burrow is gonna be out this year. I think he's gonna be back week one. It's just his injury could affect him, could affect his play. Exactly, his wrist.
And
What's the next game?
is Houston Texans versus the Indianapolis Colts.
So Anthony Richardson's coming back from injury from the Colts. Texans got a lot better. I think I'm taking the Texans. I think it's going to be close because it's a divisional round, but I think the Texans are going to be a lot better. But hey, it's we're still in the off season. This a lot of shit could change before the season starts. Next game,
Mhm.
James.
The next game is Jacksonville Jaguars versus Miami Dolphins.
Ooh. Jags were a lot of people were hyping up the Jags before last season, and they completely shit the bed. If Trevor Lawrence could play as good as we know he could play, I think I would take the Jags, but I'm still a little concerned based off how they ended last year, so I'm going to take the Dolphins.
hmm
What do you
And
think?
I I'm gonna take the Dolphins too.
Dolphins too. Okay.
Then the next match, you know about this part. The Panthers versus New Orleans Saints.
Another division game. Saints versus the Panthers. I think if this is in New Orleans, if it was in Carolina, I could lean the Panthers, but I'm going to go to the Saints. I'm not completely given up on Bryce Young yet, but he has a lot to work on this offseason. He better have started working the second the Panthers were
He
eliminated last year.
because he needs to fix the route in the passing flowing for this year because wild weapons for the wild teams this year.
Yeah, and the Panthers got some weapons. They signed Xavier Legette, or sorry, they drafted Xavier Legette. They traded for Deontay Johnson for the Steelers. So they have some weapons. They're trying to help them. They drafted Jonathan Brooks. They have some weapons, like I said, so they're trying to help him as much as possible. He just has to play better. If Bryce Young can play better, I think the Panthers will look a lot different this season. But
But
I'm not buying into it yet.
because he's the quarterback for the Saints.
The Saints, it's going to be Derek Carr. A lot of people are buying the hype of Spencer Rattler. I
Yeah,
only,
I want him because you know why? Because he's from Oklahoma, baby, and he was.
I think if Derek Carr gets injured, that's the only way Spencer Rattler's playing.
Yeah,
But if Derek Carr does get injured and Spencer Rattler plays, I think the way everybody's talking, Spencer Rattler, if he gets that chance, he could take over Derek Carr's job.
yeah. And the other match we're talking about is the Vikings versus the New York uh Giants.
Okay. For this, I'm gonna go the Giants. It could change. We have to see how JJ McCarthy looks. Daniel Jones got hurt last year. A lot of people are done with Daniel Jones. Personally, I still like him. I still think he could be a decent NFL quarterback. He could be a fringe quarterback. If the Giants need to draft a quarterback next year, they could do that. But I'm not completely giving up on Daniel Jones. I think if he plays halfway decent, the Giants could be decent because their defense is low key underrated too. They make some moves. The Giants defense has definitely been a lot better than the offense.
And the other match we're talking about is the Las Vegas Raiders will take on Los Angeles Chargers.
Okay, so I think it depends who the Raiders start at quarterback. If the Raiders are starting Gardner Minshew, I think they have a lot better chance. If they're starting Aiden O'Connell, then who knows? But I know their coach is Pierce is definitely a big Aiden O'Connell fan. Threw him in last year, benched Brian
Dude,
Hoyer, benched Jimmy Garoppolo.
I watched Anna O'Connell last year. Oh my god, he was amazing forward.
Um,
But keep for yards, man.
but like I was saying, I think if Aiden O'Connell starts, I'm not a big fan. I think he could have potential. He just has to sit behind Gardner Minshew, learn more of the offense. I think if Gardner Minshew starts, I think the Raiders have a lot of better chance, but I'm going with the Chargers. But
So
the Chargers don't have any weapons.
yeah, and the other match is Denver Broncos versus Seattle Seahawks.
This one, I'm going with the Seahawks. Do I trust Bo Nix? Not yet. Sean Payton's decent coach, did shit last year. Broncos defense was decent last year. Offense, probably going to be one of the worst offenses in the league. But that's Sean Payton's job to help Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix, if
Yeah,
he was to sit behind a quarterback, it would help him. But throwing him out there week one's not going to help him. But in today's NFL, you throw your rookie out there and see what he could do. And that's what coaches do. But I'm going with the Seahawks.
me too. So the next match is my favorite team. The other team, the second team is the Cowboys will take on the Cleveland Browns.
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys, unfortunately. I think Deshaun Watson's gonna be back. Their defense was elite. Who knows what's gonna happen with Nick Chubb if he's gonna be back? I think it's gonna take a while for the Browns to start getting it back together. But if Deshaun Watson and Nick Chubb can play how they have been over the past before Deshaun Watson came to the Browns and before Nick Chubb got hurt, if they could play like them old selves, I think the Browns could be dangerous in
And
the playoffs.
the Browns just signed a quarterback, is Joe Flacco.
That was last year. Joe Flacco's in the Colts now.
Oh my bad. Uh
Their backup is the Browns' backup is Jameis Winston and
oh oh, he is good. He is good. No,
and
right,
they
he's good.
and they have Tyler Huntley that brought over from the Ravens.
Oh, so who only wants to Tom Huntley or the other dude?
Deshaun Watson's going to be starting, but I think Jameis Winston's probably going to be the backup until he starts throwing like 5 interceptions when something happens, and then they'll put in Tyler Huntley. But
Yeah. So
Deshaun Watson for now.
yeah. So the other match it is Washington Commanders will take on Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay. I am a big Jaden Daniels fan. However, it's going to take all these rookie quarterbacks some time to get used to the NFL. I know I said Caleb Williams is going to win his first game. I just trust the Bears a lot more than these other teams. But I don't think the Commanders are going to win. I think the Bucks are going to win. I don't think the Bucks are going to have a great season. It all depends on Baker. Baker played great last season. He's been inconsistent his whole career. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks are horrible again. But like I said, it does take quarterbacks some time to usually develop in the NFL. What do you
And
think, James?
mm, I'm going for the Bucks, man.
Bucks also?
I don't trust Commanders right now since have the new head coach.
New head
With
coach?
yeah, because Dan Quinn.
Your boy Dan Quinn.
We'll see how he does as a head coach. Hopefully doesn't yell and get pulled out like last time.
What's up next, James?
It is Los Angeles Rams will take on Detroit Lions.
Ooh. And that is where?
They didn't say.
Oh, it's in Detroit. I see. It's in Detroit. I
Yeah.
think I think the Lions are gonna win. They just they just signed Jared Goff. He's the second highest paid quarterback in NFL history.
Yep.
Did you see that yesterday?
Yep.
I think the Lions have a lot of weapons. Um, Great running backs. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sam Laporta, great defense. I think the Lions are going to continue to do what they did last season. However, I do think the Rams are going to be a lot better than what people expect them to be.
I'll wait for the next one.
Who do you think is going to win?
Ooh. Oh, it's hard to choose because it's two top quarterbacks. It's
Stafford
Jared
and Goff.
Goff and Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford.
Yeah,
So
and Matthew Stafford's going home again.
I'm going to Detroit. I'm leaning on Detroit. I'm going to Detroit.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford's going home, going
hmm
back to Detroit.
And I'll give it the next one.
Yep, go ahead, James.
New York Jets will take on San Francisco 49ers.
So I think the Jets can definitely go far this season if they can keep Aaron Rodgers healthy. I think he's going to win Comeback Player of the Year. I think he's going to be back to old self. He's going to be one of the MVP favorites, but it's going to be a rough start. Barely played with the Jets last year. It's going to take some time just for them to get used to each other again. 49ers were the second best team last season. I'm taking the 49ers. And it's in San Francisco, right?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, you have to go the 49ers.
Um, uh, ooh, hold on a second. Oh, wait a minute, it's on Netflix. Okay, never mind.
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention that. NFL,
So,
go ahead, James.
so the NFL this week for Christmas Day for this year is on Netflix. The first time on Netflix.
Yeah, a
Uh,
lot of NFL is switching a lot of their games over to Netflix this year.
so wait for this part. You ready for this?
Go ahead, let the people know.
It's on Wednesday, the 25th.
Yeah,
It
that's
is, yeah, it's the Chiefs versus the Steelers.
Chiefs versus Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Chiefs are gonna blow them out.
Yeah. Oh, his other one was, I mean, too. It is Baltimore Ravens will take on Houston Texans.
When's that?
Same day.
On Christmas?
Yeah.
Okay, so Christmas games. Who else is
Yeah.
playing? Is there how many Christmas games are there? Because I think there's usually between 2 to 4.
Yeah, it's two right now, but I don't see the other ones yet. Oh, okay. So on this said on NFL and Netflix just reached a deal, I think. So on only one on Netflix on live Christmas Day on NFL.
Okay. So that's week one schedule. The, I'm pretty sure every
Oh, hold on a second. National games. National games. You for this one?
yeah, go ahead. What do you go ahead?
They have Green Bay Packers versus your team, Philadelphia Eagles.
Philadelphia. Yeah, that's the first week in Brazil.
And
That's what is that? Friday night football?
they didn't say.
Yeah, it is Friday night football.
And New York Jets will take on Minnesota Vikings.
When's that?
It's just on the schedule. I have there's no date.
Yeah, I don't think I'm pretty sure they announced every team, but obviously we're not going to go over every team. That's would take forever. But James, I think we should do you want to give an early Super Bowl prediction?
Yeah, why not?
I know at the end of the season you gave your Super Bowl prediction, but let's see if it's still the same. So James, your 2024, 2025, what is your Super Bowl prediction?
Chiefs, Cowboys, all the way.
Still Chiefs Cowboys. Okay. For
What
me,
what do you want?
let me think about this for a second. I'm not going to pick the Chiefs.
I saw the Super Bowl go. It's kind of like red.
What's the
It
logo?
is red and yellow.
So that means Packers, Chiefs,
Yep.
or 49ers, Steelers.
No, it's like it's rainbow green. It has green and red.
You said yellow. Is it green or is it yellow?
It's kind of both.
Um, so it still could be the Steelers, but yeah, that means more the Packers. But could we see a Super Bowl rematch of Super Bowl one, which would be Chiefs Packers? I highly doubt it. If the Chiefs make it back to the Super Bowl again, that's crazy. I'm not gonna pick them because I don't think they're gonna do it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do. I'm gonna say AFC Championship game. I'm gonna give my AFC predictions and then I'm gonna give my Super Bowl predictions. AFC Championship will be the Cincinnati Bengals visiting the Houston Texans. And then the NFC Championship game will be a rematch of 2022, the 49ers coming into Philadelphia. I just feel like it's either going to be it's either the 49ers, it's us, or it's the Lions. I don't think the Cowboys or any other team in the NFC stand a chance.
Uh, do I would just see the defense coach. We haven't seen
For the
the
Eagles,
no the Cowboys.
Cowboys, yeah, I just don't I don't think the Cowboys aren't making it far as like they do every year. But NFC Championship game, 49ers, Eagles, AFC Championship, Bengals, Texans. I don't want to be biased. I'm going to be biased. I'm going to say it's going to be Eagles versus Texans.
Um, be careful, be careful you wish for because the fans will don't like that. The
Jared versus Sketch. What's up, brother?
uh, don't do that part. Don't do that. I'm just saying this, Jared. Be careful, be careful you wish for because there's one fans will hit that comment you just did.
I'm going to say the Eagles are going to win. Who do you think's going to win, Cowboys or Chiefs?
I don't know, man. It's hard to choose, man.
Chiefs?
Yeah,
Okay. I think if I don't want to pick the Eagles, I will pick, if I can't pick the Eagles, I would pick Lions instead of the
dude.
Eagles. And then I think the Lions would win.
Eagles had no running back.
Saquon.
Well, hopefully he's healthy.
Yeah, hopefully he says something. We got Saquon and we have Will Shipley. But y'all the Chiefs don't have many running backs either. They have Isaiah Pacheco and that is it.
Are
Clyde
you sure?
Edwards-Helaire, but he sucks.
Are you sure?
Jerick McKinnon didn't re-sign. Um,
Oh, okay.
Isaiah Pacheco is obviously still under his rookie deal. He's going to be getting a contract extension soon. They signed CEH to a 1-year deal. I don't think they have anybody else. So God forbid something happens, they're going to have to trade for a running back or bring someone in.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna check make sure you are correct.
I could see them going after
Oh,
someone like Dalvin Cook if
oh,
he doesn't sign.
you're wrong.
Who else do they have?
Jeez, wow, okay. Oh,
I meant they don't have anybody who's
whoa, hold on a
they don't
second.
have a good running back besides Isaiah Pacheco.
They have Bailey, Sada, L. Elon, Isaiah Hill, Caden Ingram, Isaiah Pacheco, Ron Prime, DeMarco Price. The wiki is Willis System, Carson Steels. Yep, that's all the running backs.
Exactly. So just Isaiah Pacheco.
Yep.
But I think if God forbid if something was to happen,
Whoa,
I think they would bring in Dalvin Cook or someone.
why,
I could see them
why they
bringing in a
have it
running back
a,
in the preseason.
whoa, wait a minute. The Chiefs got a quarterback.
Who?
Iron Book.
Oh, Ian Buck.
Yeah, in a book. Yeah.
I think I'm pretty sure he was on the Saints from Notre Dame.
No, he was from Notre Dame, but he didn't play.
Yeah, he was like the third string quarterback on the Saints. It was like
And
Derek
and
Carr, Jameis Winston, then Book.
and that's Chris Okerman.
But yeah, Chiefs do not have many running backs besides Isaiah Pacheco. All right, James, you want to move on to WWE and wrap up the NFL schedule?
Yes,
Okay, on to WWE. Chiefs, you're not winning the Super Bowl this year.
you're wrong. Just wait.